Hey guys, it's me, Lil Ninja, back with another video, and today we're doing what if Naruto had all dojutsu. And I know what you're thinking as soon as you click on the video. I said that I was gonna do old videos that I had already made series for. Well, I changed my mind again. This is why you usually only see new videos from me. But I worked down a system that will allow me to make at least one new video on the same week and three of the series that I've already made. So this can work out pretty easily. Also, I will create that will help my thirst for creating new videos constantly. New series constantly. And when I say all dojutsu, I mean all dojutsu. Of course, there will be some limitations to dojutsu, but let's talk about that when we get into the video. It's Little Ninja time. We obviously start where I think that this should go. Hagoromo making the decision that Naruto will not just be the reincarnation of Itara, also whatever the one was, Hashirama. He will also be the reincarnation of, wait, did I already say Hashirama? I forgot, Hagoromo, yeah. Hagoromo would use the rest of his chakra to put himself inside of Naruto, making Naruto more powerful, and with Nine-Tails sensing the presence of Hagoromo, would allow Naruto to use the chakra that he has at any time. So it's basically killing two birds with one stone, like how Naruto becomes instantly friends with Kurama, and how Naruto gets all the dojutsu. And like I said, there will be some limitations, but I will talk about the limitations when I get to it. And yes, I'm counting Sage Mode as a dojutsu, because it really only changes the eyes when it comes to how do I say this? It only really affects the eyes when it's perfected, and it helps the eyes sense everything around it. So that's why I'm counting it as a dojutsu in this sense. Of course, I'm talking about Toad Sage Mode, not any other Sage Mode, because really any other Sage Mode just does something different, I'm pretty sure. So we'll time skip to Naruto's first day, to when Naruto is 6 and is inside of the academy. He would notice about 3 people. He would notice 2 people. A Hyuga, which he knows is a Hyuga from her white eyes, and then he sees Sasuke. He doesn't really have that superiority complex with Sasuke yet, because he's only 6. So, yeah, he would just look at Sasuke, and then a burn would start to go into his eyes. Same would happen with Hinata, but it would be a lighter burn. Then he would feel power flowing through him, and deactivating his Sharingan, which he doesn't know it's a Sharingan, it would then activate his Byakugan, which Naruto would be able to see through chakra coils and would not know what to do. Naruto would just close his eyes for a second and concentrate on his chakra. Since his chakra control, I say it's really good, since Nine-Tails hasn't been absorbing his own chakra into Naruto's chakra coils to make Naruto not be a ninja. So yeah. Naruto would have perfect chakra control, knowing what just happened. He knows that the power has been put into his eyes, and he noticed that the chakra that he used for it, both of those chakras were basically different from his original chakra. So he doesn't know what just happened. All he knows is that he activated 2 powers. Of course, Naruto would want to keep this secret for a while until he would accidentally show this off while training, actually getting mad at Sasuke, showing his Sharingan by accident. Sasuke would say an Uchiha. And I'm gonna push the Uchiha massacre. I'm saying that it happened a lot earlier, so it's happened this early. So Sasuke would start to feel mad and activate his Sharingan. Naruto would close his eyes, and Sasuke would just stare in anger at Naruto until Sasuke would pass out from chakra exhaustion. I believe that's what it's called. So yeah, Naruto, we will time skip to the point where Naruto has to tell the third Hokage about him having the Sharingan and the Byakugan. Third Hokage would try to think about this because he knew Minato did not have the Sharingan or the Byakugan, and Kushina was definitely not a descendant of the Hyuga or the Uchiha. Meaning that this is something that happened, and there's no way that Naruto took someone's eyes because he has both the Sharingan and the Byakugan. Like, think about that. It's not like they're in separate eyes, but he has both of them. Seriously. Naruto would tell the Hokage that he has control over the dojutsu, and the Hokage would be thinking, how is he this smart at this age? And if you're wondering, I'm using the Hagoromo chakra thing to basically make Naruto smarter. Basically, yeah. He not only is smarter, because of that he's basically like Shikamaru level of smarts. Also, I mean, like right now Shikamaru levels of smarts in Boruto. So yeah. Naruto would basically train and would devise a plan to become the dead last. He wants to make a team that is pretty strong, so he would pick the strongest Kunoichi, who he thinks would be the strongest Kunoichi, and his second strongest in command, wanting to make the best team for himself. He would find out that the one person that he did not like, Sasuke Uchiha, and his crush, Sakura Haruno, were the two best Kunoichi, were the two other best Kunoichis, and Sakura being the best Kunoichi, and Sasuke being the second best shinobi. Naruto, knowing this now, this will be about 1 year later, and Naruto would devise a plan to make sure that he is on a team with them, making sure Sasuke would be considered the best, while Naruto would be considered the dead last, knowing how the academy works. So, with Naruto becoming the dead last, but really training in secret, Hiruzen would know exactly what Naruto is doing and would decide to leave it be, knowing that Naruto will still graduate the same time as his fellow classmates. So yeah, we time skip to the actual start of the anime with the final test. Naruto acing it, but acing it, doing the minimal. Actually passing, but this time he used a shadow clone instead of a genjutsu clone because he's not good at genjutsu clones. He's good at shadow clones, but not genjutsu clones. So yeah, Naruto would begin to walk away and sit down, and get his headband and then sit down. Of course, after that, the next day the teams would be made and everything would be canon. With Kakashi getting late, Naruto getting bored, playing a prank on Kakashi. But this time, the prank is, never mind, it's the same regular prank. Because I don't see Naruto pulling off any other prank in this one. Since this is still Naruto, he's just smarter. And, he's not gonna... I wouldn't think that this Naruto would understand fluent jutsu, unlike in my other Naruto videos where he does. So, yeah. Naruto would begin to basically go, and Naruto would be basically waiting for Kakashi to open the door, and as soon as he thought that Kakashi would appear in front of the door and start to open it, when the eraser would have hit his head. Of course, Naruto would just be thinking, wow. He really felt for that. Sasuke would be trying not to laugh, thinking a Jonin fell for a prank like that. Sakura would be also trying not to laugh, putting on her innocent side, and Kakashi would say everything to canon, where he said his first impression is he hates all of them, and he would direct everyone up to the ceiling, where Naruto would jump out and then wall climb. I won't say that he knows how to water walk, he just knows how to wall walk. So yeah. Naruto will then basically go up and basically get on the roof before everyone else, while Kakashi would have followed Naruto the same way Naruto got up to there. Naruto would begin to what am I even doing at this point? I'm starting to forget what happened in the anime. Naruto would sit down with Naruto and Kakashi waiting for the others, and Sakura and Sasuke would finally arrive. Everything here would basically stay canonical to canon until it comes up to Naruto's turn. Naruto would say that he wants to be the strongest shinobi. Not wanting to be Hokage, seeing Gigi not really going on any battles unless it's a serious battle that only the Hokage can do. Also, not the fact that he likes to fight, and another fact that he doesn't like to do paperwork. I mean, he wouldn't want to do paperwork all of his life. He would decide that he just wants to be the strongest shinobi. Nothing more, nothing less. The strongest shinobi. Naruto, with that, Kakashi would not really see anything wrong with this goal. He would then tell everyone not to eat, and I don't see Naruto eating in this type of timeline. Again, this is the same Naruto, just smarter. So he will do some of the same things. Like I said, he will do some of the same things, but he won't be doing all of the same things that he used to do. Naruto, basically everything with that would go to canon. Kakashi would be late, and Naruto would just be hungry, and finally Kakashi would arrive. Naruto just taking a fighting stance and waiting for Kakashi to say go. And after Kakashi said go, he would immediately start sparring with Kakashi, activating his 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and would start knocking the wind out of Kakashi, because Kakashi was trying to act cool, keeping his book out, until he got surprised by Naruto. Naruto basically knocking the wind out of Kakashi. Kakashi remembering what the 3rd Hokage said, not to underestimate Naruto, because he is smart and powerful. And Kakashi did not really think the 3rd Hokage meant anything about that, but now he sees exactly what the 3rd Hokage meant. Naruto is just starting to beat Kakashi so much that Kakashi would tell him to stop and work together with his team, basically telling him the goal. Naruto would nod and then flee, telling his team that they need to work together. Sasuke was like, we saw you. You were basically defeating Kakashi by yourself. Why didn't you just grab a bell? And then Naruto would say, because the goal of this test is teamwork. Even if I grabbed the bell, he would have made me fail. Sakura would be surprised with Sasuke trying to ignore Naruto, thinking that Naruto is basically just like, nah, he probably just can't do it. Until he realized that if Naruto wanted to grab the bells, he could have just did it right there and then. So Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would start attacking Kakashi. Kakashi being well more grounded because he's not being surprised by Naruto or Sasuke, he just starts dodging all the attacks, but commends them for their work of team with their teamwork. Then he would pass them, and they would begin their D rank missions the next day. Of course, this would lead up to the point where Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were tired of these D rank missions and wanted at least a C rank. The third Hokage would basically allow this, and they would get Tazuna and have to protect Tazuna. Naruto basically is getting mad because he wants to go as fast as possible, trying to get the C rank mission done. Because, Naruto does not want to sit here and wait for basically everyone wait for everyone, because he feels that everyone should already know how to tree walk and basically jump off the trees. But remembering that Tazuna's here, he probably they are thinking that they can't do that since Tazuna's here. Naruto would spot the water, and he would nod to Kakashi and Sasuke. Sasuke throwing a kunai at it, and then Naruto throwing a kunai at the other one, with the puddles poofing, and then showing the bodies of the two assassins. Naruto would begin to take the two assassins to the Hokage, and then would go and go back to the mission. Of course, this would lead up to Zabuza attacking the team, and Kakashi telling the team to stay there. I don't see Naruto disobeying Kakashi. I just see him basically activating his Sharingan and staying with Tazuna. So, because he's not more powerful. I mean, he is more powerful. He's just not more powerful than Zabuza right now. I say he's about Haku's level. But, yeah, that's it. Just Haku's level right now. Okay. What's next? Basically, everything that happens right here goes to canon. Everything goes to canon. So, yeah, Naruto and his team met what's his name? I forgot his name. Naruto would meet Tazuna's family. And basically everything that goes from there would go to canon, except for Naruto. Naruto would learn water walking and had a couple of jutsu that he wanted to learn as well. The Haraishin and the Rasengan is the jutsus that he wanted to learn. Not knowing any jutsus besides the Shadow Clone, he would really want to learn these two jutsus before the mission ended. And of course, him training his butt off got him to learning water walking and the two jutsus that he brought, basically making him very happy that he got these two jutsus done. Of course, after this, Naruto and his team would go to the bridge to protect Tazuna. And this is when Haku and Zabuza would arrive. Naruto, with his new training, being about higher than Haku, would decide to try and go after Zabuza until he was grabbed by Kakashi, saying to stay here with the client, until Naruto would turn around to see Haku. And Sasuke would rush after Haku, getting himself trapped inside of the mirror dimension. Of course, Naruto would go after Sasuke, leaving Sakura to protect Tazuna. Sakura feeling like the weak link in all of this, trying to make sure that she protects Tazuna with all of her might. Basically, everything towards here goes canon, except for the Sasuke Naruto against Haku fight. Naruto wouldn't have to be protected by Sasuke, since both of them are pretty good at dodging against Haku's needles now. Actually, they haven't gotten a single scratch, but they are getting tired fast. Naruto would begin to boil up a burst of chakra, with the him blacking out with only being a second, but for Naruto, it was like a few minutes. Of course, with this, Naruto, the Nine Tails would tell Naruto about his power and how he wants to give it to him. With Naruto asking, "Is there any catch?" the Nine Tails saying no. Of course, with that, and also Haku never met Naruto. Of course, with this, Naruto would have the first cloak tailed, feeling all of his anger boiled inside of him, and then just forgetting the anger, with Nine Tails not trying to influence him. And that is where we leave off today. I hope you liked the video, and I hope that you will watch all my other videos. So please sit down and go through my channel. I'm sure there's a what if that you'll like, and you'll see a series that you'll like this week as well. Well, without further ado, I gotta go. Ninja says bye.